Well, getting you some more updates on this conflict. The big updates coming in that 2 Palestinians have been killed in the south of Nablus in West Bank. Germany says that Israel has asked for warship ammunition, and UN estimates about 340,000 people have been displaced inside Gaza. Those are the developments coming in. The key developments that my colleague Siddhant will also join us on the broadcast and give more details. These are the images of Antony Blinken meeting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and Mr. Blinken has expressed his solidarity and support to Israel. The timing of this visit is very crucial. You also had the top minister from UK visiting Israel recently, and now Antony Blinken. Abhishek with us on the broadcast. The Western superpowers firmly committed to the cause of Israel and in this hour of trouble for the Israelis. Abhishek.
Well, we have seen USA statements back to back saying that they are going to support Israel in whatever they will need in terms of financial aid, military aid, weapons, intelligence. We have already seen major US naval assets nearing Israeli coast in Mediterranean Sea in order to ensure that in case of any emergency, US support is always available for the Israeli forces. The major counteroffensive that has been being planned for 3-4 days now by Israeli side is being launched. We are getting reports that Kibbutz, Be'eri, the places where most of the crime or the atrocities over the last weekend has happened. Some information we are getting that people are being stopped from going in that area because of the security concern. Until yesterday evening, people were allowed to go and visit those areas, but now it is being stopped. We don't know yet what has been the reason. It could be some security drill or security offensive that the government may be planning to launch there. Secretary Blinken is in Tel Aviv. He is meeting Prime Minister Netanyahu. Both are discussing the way forward, the kind of policy or the strategy Israel will need or form in order to ensure that the Hamas militants are neutralized, their establishment is demolished, and they are mostly left in order to never to be able to resurrect again. The kind of attack that Hamas has inflicted upon Israel has been unprecedented, and Israeli government is trying to shore up all possible support from across the world in order to ensure and have a final assault kind of fight against these Hamas militants in Gaza.
Abhishek, Israel has the strongest military as far as this particular region is concerned. The technological know-how or the modern warfare, the techniques, the arms and ammunitions that you need, Israel has at its disposal. We've also seen how US has extended its help if there is the need for fighter jets or anything else. This is a military cooperation that we are talking about. And God forbid if this escalates, which there are indications of, what kind of military cooperation we can see between Israel and the other Western superpowers, what are they bound to do?
Well, there can be two explanations or two ways to look at it. First, of course, the Israeli offensive that Israeli government is going to launch on its own against Hamas militants in Gaza. That needs some kind of support and intelligence input, and where their US, UK, and other NATO allies and European countries are supporting Israel. Another is expressing that kind of solidarity with the Israeli government would also deter any other countries around the region who have been kind of supporting other elements, going ahead with any anti-Israeli sentiment or supporting Hamas militant or any other militia who have been fighting against Israeli forces. We have seen some rockets coming from Lebanese side also. That is a stronghold of Hezbollah in the northern region, northern side. Syria is not very far from here, and the militant organization are also there. Iran, we have reported the Iran foreign minister is visiting Lebanon and Iraq. What kind of meeting he's going to have? Is he going to calm down the situation, or they are just planning further escalation of the situation, or more major attack or assault through the proxies of various militant organizations present in the region? That remains to be seen. And in order to ensure that any such attempt against Israel is countered in good measure, UK foreign minister was here yesterday, US foreign minister is here yesterday, and this is a strong indication in the region also that anyone who is messing up with Israel, US, UK, and other countries are standing solidly behind Israel. So that is a message that Secretary Blinken's visit in Tel Aviv is also sending across the region.
All right, Siddhant, thank you so much for putting that in perspective. And Siddhant also gets us this exclusive conversation with Naum Kolosh, whose village is located next to the Gaza Strip. Everyone in his neighborhood has been affected and was killed. He managed to save his family and fled to northern Israel. Listen in to this conversation.
I would like to understand from you, as we have been told that your village was closest to the Gaza Strip. So, in fact, I have also been told that many people in your neighborhood got butchered, got killed by Hamas militants. If you please elaborate a little bit what exactly happened and how did you manage to save yourself and reach to a safer place?
Okay, it all started at around 7 a.m. in the morning, a little bit earlier. The first alarm was set off. We woke up. My kids ran to the shelter, safe room. We ran as well. We thought it's another missiles incident, which happens quite frequently in our village. But very quickly we understood it's something very much more serious, because the frequency of the alarms was crazy. They keep on launching missiles and missiles and missiles. So we understood it's something serious. And about 20 minutes later, we started hearing the gunshots in the neighborhoods. And then we understood that the terrorists came inside the village. And we also we have like a community WhatsApp group. And we started getting messages from people, mainly women in the Moshav, that the terrorists went inside their house, and they were asking, they were praying for help, and nobody could come because we were locked in the safe room. We couldn't go out, and we were helpless. We heard them, we couldn't do nothing, and we understood the situation, and basically, we stayed in the safe room for about 12 hours, locked in the safe room, because the missiles kept on coming for 12 hours, and we kept on getting messages from our, let's say, authorities that we are not allowed to go out of the safe room because they are terrorists, because it's a matter of life and death. We didn't exactly know the measure of the incident. We were at a certain point, after 2 hours, disconnected from internet. We couldn't make any calls for the next 10 hours, except for like seconds. Once in a while, after 3 hours, we got a seconds of internet, and then all the messages came through at once, and then again it was disconnected. So every couple of hours, we got all the messages and understand pretty much what's going on. And there were coming rumors that terrorists already got to cities in Israel, and we understood it's something completely different. But still, we didn't really understand what's going on because we really were disconnected. And I won't make it too long, but we tried to keep our kids calm. We brought books and games, and we kept them occupied, and we kept communicating, whispering for 12 hours, so nobody will hear us. And this is how we kept them for 12 hours quiet. And for the first, I think, 4 hours, the army didn't arrive. And everybody's saying, where is the army? Where is the army? I mean, we know that if something happens, the army will arrive in 20 minutes, something like that, and will control the situation. And they didn't arrive. And we have like a civilian troop, people from the Moshav, that they are the first defense line until the army will come. They were left abandoned to fight dozens and dozens of terrorists that they came with vehicles, they came with parachutes, motorized parachutes to the Moshav. From all places in the Moshav, and they had to defend us, and they were such brave people. Half of them were killed defending us, and after 4 hours the army came, and they sent a message. The message, the army came, and I said, okay, so now the army is here. It's a matter of 30 minutes, an hour, and they will tell us, okay, we evacuated the area from terrorists, and you can go out. But it didn't happen. another hour passed, and another hour passed, and nothing happened. We don't get any message.